Hey, we're the Resolvers, and you're on HypeMusicFestivals.com. Alright, so the band started with a 5-piece core group, rhythm section, guitar, bass, drums, piano, and vocals. We were doing 4-part harmonies at the time, and then Sahara started coming more and more to the shows and stealing the shows, and at some point we were like, okay, Sahara, we need you in the band. So she joined in first, and then we had a very big night to play with the Wailers, and we decided to try and get the most out of that show, and we added a horn section to that show, and the rest was history. We couldn't say no to these horns. Dirty Hamza horn stars.
I remember the day they asked us, we rehearsed for the gig. It was like 2 rehearsals, and then we had kind of a warm-up gig at a place called Fat Cats. And then after the next night we had the full show with the Wailers. We opened up for them. And after that they called us back and it's like, hey guys, what do you, we've been talking with the band, and you know, we kind of want to pose a question to you. What would you guys think of coming on sort of full time with the band? And we were all like, that sounds amazing, let's do it. And from then on, I think after those 2 shows, I don't think they played another show with a 5-piece.
That's right.
It was great.
Bigger's better.
Bigger is better because bigger is better. You know.
In some things.
Well, I think in everything, you know, bigger is better, I guess. And bigger is better is again seeing how large the band was and how much, you know, how much it took to run such a big band and get it together. We also recorded it all in one take. Where it was at in Fort Lauderdale
Power Station
Studios. We recorded it in, and it was all, you know, one take from top to bottom. We had the rhythm section and the singers in different rooms and the horn players in another room. There's actually a small video that you can watch on YouTube, and it shows you the process when we did it, what we were thinking, and where we were coming from with that. And that also has a lot of jazz influence, some Charles Mingus tunes in there. We have some Wayne Shorter, Miles Davis tunes, but then, you know, Ernie Smith tunes like we always do, and of course a lot of originals, yes. So, yeah, bigger is better. It was better.
Bigger is better when it comes to bands.
Comes naturally. It just once I hear the music, it kind of just comes out of me. Whatever happens, however my face looks, you know, whatever kind of moves I do.
It looks good.
And just
It looks real good.
Well, thanks. But yeah, it's how do you say it? It's like a flow. It flows through you. You're like the conduit.
Vibes.
You let it move you.
But a lot of it has to do with being happy on stage and enjoying each other's company.
Mm-hmm.
We have such a good
Yes.
time when we're together.
No matter what we're doing.
No matter what we're doing, we could be laying floor in somebody's house.
Laminate floors
In somebody's house, and we'll have the best time ever. In fact, I'll be looking forward to it, which is crazy. So
Spending
that transcends
time with
onto
each
the stage. When we're on the stage, we're having so much fun that people kind of they get a glimpse of our little bubble, our little world that we live in, the Resolver world.
I think, you know, that's the most important thing, like that we really love doing this, and when we go on stage, people see that, and it's infectious.
It sure is. And addictive.
Yes.
I'm addicted.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you get the 2 albums and a shirt and a koozie and an Irish saver, you'll be addicted to.
What a shameless pitch right there.
Shameless. It was shameless.
All of us, I think, in one way or another, are thinking big and long term, and whatever that winds up looking like, it always changes, you know. But regardless, I think all of us have a very strong drive to make a really big and a really positive impact, I think, on the world we live in. Whether it's just by sending people home from a show with a little bit better feeling inside, so they treat their family better, or like they work at their job better, or by some things that we say in the song. Some of the lyrics may get you to think about social things that are happening, or just like life message kind of things. Positive mind frame. We talk about that a lot. Our lyrics they make you think, but it's also it sends you a really good feeling. Most of our stuff is very danceable and it's very uplifting. So we try to have that come across. I don't know. Anyone else want to?
Think big.
Long term.
Think big.
Mission.
And the mission is to take over the world one song at a time.
I think nowadays you have so much going on. You have so much music going out. Some of it's amazing, some of it's great, some of it's terrible. In terms of message-wise, as positive as negative. I think for us, it's important to be on the positive end. To give people stuff that they can say to themselves, mantras, lyrics that they can uplift. It moves them to a positive direction in their life. Be a part of something good. Our environment, our experiences change our DNA, and to be able to perform in front of many people and to say that we took a small part in changing for the better, changing them for to uplift them and bring them up. For me, that's the mission.
And whether we like it or not, as musicians, people are looking to us in some way or another to share whatever we're sharing. So we sort of have a responsibility almost to make sure that's good stuff that we're sharing, So.
And to be the example to show you that you can do it too.
Yes, kids. You hear that?
You hear that, kids? Reggae, good for the soul.